Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Yasmin Fahira, but you can call me Yasmin. I'm in 9th grade G class. I'd like to thank everyone to organize this contest. Let's try to bring all of the spirit that we have to celebrate the Independence Day. Today we celebrate 76th of Independence, and I'd like to say Happy Independence Day for Indonesia and all of Indonesians. Today is a unique day for our country, a day of history. COVID-19 has clearly affected all of us, and this pandemic has already been with us for almost 2 years. It means that we can celebrate this special day as usual. In fact, this pandemic has really turned everything upside down. For example, we can't go outside. We can't meet our loved ones. We have to work from home and learn from home, and so on. I want to talk about learning from home because as a student, I must admit that it's hard for us to study. It's hard for us to understand what teachers teach us. It's hard to stay focused alone in our room in front of a computer, and for some, in front of a cell phone all day long. We just want to give up, and yes, some of us has already given up. Once again, Independence Day is a special celebration this year. One more year we try to emerge from the darkness. Another year of pandemic, of isolation, of pain, of fear, of insecurity. Another year we lost loved ones. The COVID spared no one, and don't get me wrong, but COVID hasn't been finished. If we look back at the long and hard struggle in fighting for the independence of this country, Indonesian young men had so many courage, proudest strength, and enthusiasm to fight for Indonesian independence. They didn't hesitate to do anything in their power for their country, and we, as their legacy, must continue their fight, because the fight didn't stop when the independence was already in our hands. 70 years ago, we declared our independence from war against other country, but today, we have to fight another kind of war, being independent of this pandemic. Yes, today is Independent Day, but have we been really independent since 2 years? Let's think about of all those people who lost their jobs, their home, people who lost their jobs, their homes, their pride, people who have become in debt to be able to pay for their property, their children's studies, young people who unfortunately had to stop studying to help their families. People lost their life because of that, because of loneliness, isolation. We are now dependent of something else, a pandemic. But we have to stay strong, think, and go further. Despite of this tragedy, our country has to continue to grow, to develop, to fight another war and be prosperous. And what can we do for that? The first most important thing to do is that we must be proud of our country, even if sometimes things go badly. Even if our country is going through ups and downs, we have to get up and keep our heads up, especially the new generation, which is the future of the country. So what do I do to feel Independence Day? As a student, I never give up on chasing my dreams. As a teenager, I always try to open up my mind and figuring out what happened to this world, and question myself about what is going on in the world. I still learn it from my past mistake and always try to be a better person. As an Indonesian, I should preserve as much as I can my culture and never forget about the history. This is not just for me to do it, but for all Indonesians. We are the new generation, and we must be more creative than before. We have to make more achievements for this country. For example, let's talk about what happened recently. Our athletes got medals in Tokyo Championship, before the Independence Day, and that's an amazing gift for this year's Independence Day. We can do more for this country. We lived through some of our darkest days, but I truly believe we're about to see our brightest future. We just have to remember who we are. We're Indonesia, and there's nothing we can do if we do it together. That's all what I had to say. Let's hope this country gets better and this whole pandemic is over real soon, so we can meet our friends or family and we can go to school again. Thank you.